as a southpaw myself, kind of partial to the southpaws, and just has really good just technical boxing.
Yes.
Doesn't usually show off a ton of power, but he's going to hit you and hit you a lot of times.
And he kicks hard. He knows how to be in and be out. But let's go back to the fight at hand or get a little off track.
We've got
here.
Brandon Phelps making his way to the cage here out of Team Kraken.
Michael Phelps?
Getting ready for the Olympics here in a couple of weeks, but Brandon Phelps 2-0, both wins under the Hardrock banner. Got a submission over Aaron Lewis at Hardrock 77, and then a decision over Robert McKay back in April at Hardrock 78.
All right.
That Team Kraken is another gym kind of up and coming.
Where's that at?
I believe they're out of down South Kentucky, down by Louisville.
Man, there's so many gyms popping up all over. It's just amazing to see the surge in mixed martial arts all over. It really is an awesome thing to see.
Exactly, and a lot of good gyms as well too. Not just not kind of your cookie cutter gyms, but even also you mentioned a lot of guys training and fighting out of maybe not gyms that are necessarily just MMA gyms, but training out of like a gym like Limitless that might be a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Sure.
Or
on the low we're training. We just don't tell people. We sometimes do that striking
invite
stuff.
Only, yeah.
Invite only.
The punching, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to ever just be an MMA gym. We definitely want to be, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. That's what we want first and foremost. But it looks like we have Mr. Franklin in the house and Beth. Very interesting.
Yeah, and you see the crowd swarm next to the former UFC middleweight champion.
Oh boy.
Easy for me to say. From Hamilton, Ohio, Dustin Lema.
Budokai. So I know Budokai is actually a judo school, a traditional martial arts gym in judo. So it'll be interesting to see the stylistic matchup here. What was Dustin's record?
Dustin is 5-4 and said he started training about 8 years ago.
Wow. Well, you got to assume that his grappling is going to be pretty spot on if he's at a judo school.
And a guy who has suffered through a lot of injuries in his career, a lot of shoulder injuries, as he mentioned to me earlier, and actually making his way back to the cage for the first time since 2013.
Wow.
So 3 years. Coming off of a win in his last fight, he beat Zach Young at Universal Cage Combat in just 39 seconds. But as you mentioned, coming out of the traditional Budokai martial arts out of Ohio, which is a traditional judo school. LeMay, 34 years old now, and his full-time job, as he said, he sells Cadillacs, which is I think that's the best base for MMA is Cadillac sales.
Hey, you know what? I got a buddy who sells cars for a living. He makes a killing, so that's not a bad gig necessarily. I wouldn't mind to have a Cadillac in my driveway one of these days. My poor Hyundai's got a flat tire out there in the parking lot. You might have to give me a lift home there, Mr. McKinney.
Let's give it up for Shannon. This is Brandon Phelps and Dustin.
Phelps going to have a large reach advantage. He's 6'3" at this catch weight of 165 pounds against LeMay, who is just 5'9". Phelps in the black, LeMay in the blue, trimmed in red, white, or black trimmed in red, white, and blue.
This is an interesting matchup. Again, the contrast in size and styles. Will he look for the takedown right away, or is he looking to strike? Wow, Phelps coming out quick.
Yeah, LeMay said he likes to strike. He likes to brawl. He's going to need to be able to get inside here against the taller, lankier Brandon Phelps.
He's got to use that range there. He's allowing potentially the grappler, I would think, to close the distance, but does not look to be the
punching his way in was LeMay.
Oh, and here comes the body lock again. You're talking about a judo academy, a jiu-jitsu academy. This is their specialty right here, the upper body locks, the foot sweeps. They should all be coming here soon. And
going to be easier for LeMay to kind of get under.
Looks for it. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. A lot of power, though.
Again, like he might have been looking for a suplex there or a body slam.
It should be, yeah.
Traditional pro wrestling style body slam.
Yeah.
There's the foot style.
Where's Brock Lesnar when we need him? He's got to be careful about his head placement. Exactly. He's got no neck, though, it looks like, so it might be hard. He should switch to a high crotch here and look to lift and let go of that double leg. Yeah, now he's switching to the single, but now he's back to the double, which could be dangerous for him. But, again, it's hard to see with the ref in the way. He's not in danger yet, but he really should switch off to that single leg. And needs to drop his level just a little bit.
And what does Phelps need to do to lock in this guillotine here and finish this?
Phelps really needs to get his hips back, and now he's lost the position. Once the guard is passed, he's really wasting time. But no, he's back up. Phelps really at this point could try to create an angle and spin off the cage. He could try to pull guard, which is a risky move. But now he's doing the right thing.
And I'll try to turn LeMay up
All
away
Lema
from
needs
the
to do
cage.
is drop his hips just a little bit, and he could easily get a lift here, but Phelps doing a great job with his underhook.
Yeah, Lema has those hands clasped behind the
A lot
thighs.
of energy, too, being used. The lactic acid building up in those arms. You got to think, how long can you hold this position? And he's kneeing bone to bone. Not the smartest move. Kneecap to kneecap is not going to feel
Wouldn't be
good.
surprised to see the ref maybe separate them here from this position. But Lema elevates and did have the takedown, but it was stuffed by Phelps, who's now on top in the guard.
Interesting to see the grappler on his back. Oh, big shots coming. There's a lot of opportunity here with where he's reaching Phelps for the submission. Arms are on the mat. His corner's calling it out. He could have a lot of potentials of overhooks, arm bars, triangles. Now some posture here. Good shot. Oh, hard hammer fist.
And he landed a right hand clean before that.
Big shots landed.
Lema kicks him off.
Oh, nice leg kick as well. He's got to look to get up here. He's staying flat on his back again, which is a big mistake
Phelps
here.
was looking to pass, but good job by Lema of regaining that guard.
Phelps' length, I think, is really giving him some trouble here. Trying to create his angle, maybe looking for an arm bar, which if he just turns his hips a little bit more, and we might have an arm bar here. He's got to turn his hips out just a little bit, create his angle, and wow, but look at the thumb here, Dave. Here's a technical error. The thumb is pointing down, which is a big thing people will notice. So as exciting as that was just then, that was actually not a close arm bar
Here's the
at
question,
all.
though. Do you feel like that counts as a submission attempt, though?
Oh, absolutely.
For
Absolutely.
Lema? In a close first round, you got to think that might have just barely given him that first round.
You know, no offense to the judges, but I just think that they're going to, based on my guess of the judges' knowledge of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that would look like a close to a finish, but it was actually not. So, yes, I would probably give the round to Lema. He had a lot of opportunity there. It would be interesting to see. Lema looks slightly tired, and Phelps does not. Phelps uses his range, his length. I think he might be able to pick him out this round.
Lema with the hands on the knees in between rounds, and Phelps just standing straight up. So,
do you think if I wave at Rich and scream his name, he'll look at me?
I'm sure he's trying to fight through the crowd of people. Actually, no, he's not. He's good right now. He's
safe. He's safe.
He's out of the masses.
I see Beth, his wife, next to him as well, or his former wife.
Got 90 seconds in between rounds here in Kentucky in amateur fights.
Rich has got some great seats too.
And it looked like LeMay's corner actually dumped water on the cage. Yep.
Don't think you fooled me there.
The old poured water trick.
Yep. Forgot the mouthpiece. Yeah,
I mean, is that something? I mean, I'm not going to blame his corner for doing that on purpose, but is that something that that maybe guys have done before?
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of hey, let's get you an extra 10 to 15 seconds.
Forget the mouth. Where's the mouthpiece? There's ice in there. Oh wow, he's coming right at him.
Yeah, Phelps just stopped right in the center of the cage and
nice
said, "This
kick.
is mine."
His hands are too low though. I don't like how low I don't like how low his hands are. What's his last name again? I apologize.
Dustin Lema and Brandon Phelps.
Lema. I don't like how low Lemay's hands are. With that range, too, if Phelps would just throw a 1-2 down the pipe, he might be able to score big.
And looking for that uppercut, that little shovel hook. And
nice
it looks
kick.
like Lemay's hands, I think he might be tired. This is why his hands are dropping to his hips.
Ooh, and out of nowhere, there comes Lema. Now, he might have upset Phelps a little bit. Phelps looks a little upset here. Nice jab. Very good jab. And
Lema looking for
where was that? There it is. If he sucks, he's just got to get his level a little bit lower, and he can get these takedowns every time.
Interesting that the shorter guy unable to get under Phelps.
Yeah.
I mean, there's about a 6-inch height difference here.
Now here comes a guillotine. No, that looks like a tight guillotine potentially, and that could be sunk in.
Needs to turn his right elbow up, right, Robbie?
Yes, he does.
Grab those hands.
He's doing a good job defending, though. He's fighting the hands, which is smart. But both men, I believe, have had the opportunity to finish here, and they're just making some slight technical errors.
It's definitely a game of inches is mixed martial arts.
Wow, and the whole cage that time about shook on us. Again, if he just gets that level change just a little bit more, he could even drop to a knee here and he'd be safe.
And a lot of this, I think, is technique, but a lot of it, I think, is just a good takedown defense of Phelps. He's doing a good job, has that underhook.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a good job using his length. A longer fighter, you really have to get under. It's very hard to take out a well-seasoned, long fighter.
Right, and one of the things that I've noticed a lot in mixed martial arts recently is when they finishes that
right
takedown.
back up. And, you know, that is so disheartening, too, when you get a takedown and the guy pops right back up. Now, that is another tight guillotine.
Yeah, that might be tight.
And he's pushing it up. That looks like it's it. And there's the tap.
There's the guillotine. And I feel like it wouldn't have been a commentary with Robbie Maloff without getting at least one guillotine in there.
One guillotine choke, perhaps. Yes.
Good job by Phelps there. It looked like he was looking for it a lot of the fight.
Yeah, both of them stayed patient and looked for their opening. And, man, if Phelps cleans up that striking a little bit, he could be a real threat with that length.
Now moving up to 3-0. And I believe this fight was originally scheduled at 145 pounds, went all the way up to a catch weight of 165 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the second round.
And we got a brief intermission here, it looks like, and then we got the big fight that I've been looking forward to all night.
Phelps.
Had some great action so far here at Hardrock MMA 81. Thank you for sitting in with me, Robbie.
Absolutely.
And congratulations on the Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Thank you.
The success of Limitless BJJ. And, of course, good luck in your upcoming professional MMA debut.